So Pakistan has worked tirelessly in the last few weeks to bring Iran and the United States to a negotiation table. Pakistan worked so hard to make sure that Iran, the United States, and Israel agreed a ceasefire, even though the ceasefire was violated by the United States. But Pakistan has worked tirelessly to make sure that peace and stability returns to the Middle East and to the whole world. Despite their hard work in the recent weeks, the United States and Iran have not been able to reach an agreement. They have not been able to make a deal. The last negotiations collapsed where Donald Trump came out and said the proposal sent to him by Iran is unacceptable because Iran completely avoided what Donald Trump is asking. Iran avoided to talk about the rich uranium, which is the reason why the negotiations have failed in the last few weeks. Instead, Iran went and was talking about the Strait of Hormuz, how they want the United States to recognize the new structure in the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran will be in total control and will still continue to collect fees. Iran also went ahead to propose that the United States must pay for reparations as a result of this war. Also, they requested the United States to end all wars in the Middle East, including Gaza and Lebanon. They also asked the United States to unfreeze all their frozen assets. And with all these things, they completely avoided their nuclear enrichment, which is why Donald Trump was so furious yesterday. Donald Trump was so disappointed with Iran. And after Donald Trump came out and made that statement saying he is disappointed and the proposal is unacceptable, Iran is now asking for China to stand as a mediator. Iran is now suggesting that China should stand as a mediator so that the United States and Iran can negotiate to end the war permanently, because both nations have been going in two opposite directions. Both nations have been talking different things. So this is why the negotiations have continued to collapse in the recent weeks and in the recent days. Iran has now come up with a suggestion that they want China to stand as a mediator. And China and Iran are allies. And there is no way Donald Trump is ever going to accept it. Donald Trump will never accept it because few weeks ago, Russia came up with a suggestion that Iran's rich uranium should be transferred to them. Donald Trump did not even waste any time. Donald Trump declined it immediately because Russia has been the one supporting Iran in this war. China has been the one supporting Iran in this war. They are allies. So there is no way Donald Trump is going to accept that Iran's rich uranium be transferred to Russia or to China. Or he's never going to accept China to stand as a mediator or Russia to stand as a mediator to negotiate between Iran and the United States. It's never going to happen. Now, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Arachi visited Russia and China in the space of a week. What were they discussing? What have they planned together? That Iran is coming up now with a suggestion that China should stand as a mediator. There is something that you and me don't know. Because you see, this financial warfare imposed by Donald Trump in the Strait of Hormuz, this failed blockade, it was intended to crumble China. Donald Trump even placed sanctions on Chinese oil refineries few days ago. He said no company in China should buy the Iranian oil again. No firm, no individual in China should buy from Iran, and China violated it. China violated it completely and said any company, firm, or individual who listens to Donald Trump will face the consequences. Because, see, this war is indirectly on China. That is the reason China will never allow Iran to collapse. That is the reason China will continue to support Iran, because China hugely depends on the Iranian oil. So anything that will affect the Iranian economy or will affect the oil is going to affect China. So China will not allow Iran to collapse like Venezuela. They hugely depend on the Iranian oil. So that's the reason you see China doing everything to support Iran. You see Russia, on the other hand, supporting Iran. Donald Trump is also going to visit President Xi of China on the 14th and 15th. He's going to be in China, and he said the main agenda will be on Iran. It means they want to discuss about the war between Iran and the United States. And Donald Trump knows that if China or Russia ask Iran to stop this war today, they are going to stop. But if they ask Iran to make a deal or to agree to any proposals, they are going to do it. So this is the suggestion that Iran came up with. What do you think Donald Trump is going to do? Do you think Donald Trump will accept the proposals sent to him by Iran, or is going to go into another phase of this war again? Because look, Donald Trump is doing everything possible to avoid this war. He doesn't want to go into this war again. Leave the threat and the propaganda. He doesn't want to go into this war again because he is exhausted. He has run out of ideas. The United States take months to produce sophisticated weapons, and for him to produce those weapons again and go to another war will be difficult for him. He is not ready, and time is not on his side. His election is coming up. Iran understand those things. That is the reason Iran is doing what they are doing to Donald Trump now. They are playing mind games with Donald Trump. They know what they are doing. So what do you think? What do you know? Do you think China should stand as a mediator to negotiate between the United States and Iran? Let me hear from you in the comment section. And remember to like, comment, and share this video. And look out for my next update. God bless you.